Good morning. I think it's time to talk about Aerojet Rocketdyne. As you can see from this article from December 2020, it says, Aerojet Rocketdyne to be acquired by Lockheed Martin in a $5 billion all-cash transaction. Specifically, it says, announced it has entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by Lockheed Martin in an all-cash transaction valued at $5 billion. And under the terms of the agreement, which has been unanimously approved by each company's board, Lockheed will acquire Rocketdyne for $56 a share. Now, in this article dated September 2021, it says, a group of bipartisan 13 members of U.S. Congress sent a letter to the Pentagon supporting the acquisition. Now, what happens is that still goes through the FTC, and we have people all over Congress voicing their opinion. And it's not just people in Congress. Sometimes even you'll have random radio personalities talk about these programs. It also says in this article, the lawmakers said Northrop's 2018 purchase of rocket engine maker Orbital ATK upset the structure of the rocket engine marketplace, and that a Lockheed deal would restore equilibrium. So as you can see, there's a lot of politics that go beyond just the normal tech that's behind these companies. And what I also gather from this article from September 2021 is sometime between when the initial deal, which was approved by the boards for $5 billion, is now a $4.4 billion agreement. So clearly some negotiating did take place after the unanimous board approval. Anyway, fast forwarding now to February 2022, says Lockheed scraps the $4.4 billion deal to buy Aerojet amid regulatory roadblocks. Now, why is that the case? It was probably opposed because of all these areas of defense that the company is actually in. The LGM-35A Sentinel, which probably shoot down ballistic missiles if they come and hit us. Hypersonics, similar. Strategic systems, similar. Missile defense. So they have all these interesting ways they use the Rocketdyne engines to defend us, essentially. And giving that to Lockheed Martin would probably create an unfair competition advantage, considering that the U.S. defense already invests heavily in this company. Now, here's a quick snapshot of the stock itself. I think it's important to study these public companies because understanding how the companies that are public are operating is how the framework is going to be laid for all these private company 5 to 6 years from now for sure. And so here's a quick snapshot. As you can see, it has a $3.31 billion market cap at 41 bucks. So really couldn't ever hit that $4.4 billion buyout number, which would definitely be for the premium that it deserves for probably the IP that it holds. As you can see, they make $124 million on 2.17 in sales, and they have a PE of 27, so hasn't really done much in the last 3 years. It's been in a range from 30 to 50, and it's about 50% right in the middle of that range. I think from a trading perspective, it would be very easy to just buy and have a stop at 30, and if it's a proper breakout, you could maybe buy more towards the upper range here. Here we have this hypersonic missile. It looks like a souped up mini version of what I assume is the engines on the Artemis core stage rocket. And whatever tech it is that Aerojet understands is probably the reason that Lockheed actually wanted to acquire this company.